So, good afternoon. Believe it or not, we are in Kitely up on our platform, and I'm going to ask you where you think we are in a moment. But first, just to say, we're going to be looking at the vocabulary challenge number 66. It was very funny. Zom nearly had a fit the other day when she realised there'd been 67 vocabulary challenges now. So she's like, oh my God. So I'm hoping you're still enjoying them. Thank you for taking part, Shiny and April. It's always good when somebody's taken part and then comes to this session. I think, you know, going from the last couple of sessions, it works better if people kind of know what we're talking about. So as it says on the description here, the challenge was about beauty and grooming products. Now, did you understand that as an overall part of the challenge? Was that clear to you when you saw the picture and you started naming the items in it?
What is grooming actually?
Yeah, grooming. Well, it's one of those words that has different meanings. Okay, to groom, it can be very negative. Grooming on the internet can be in order to do something illegal. So it can be involved in child abuse or in fraud, where somebody grooms somebody to make them feel that, I know, they're in a relationship with them, or they're romantically attached, and then before you know it, they're asking for money. That's grooming. But in this context, there's nothing illegal about it. Men tend not to want to talk about beauty, okay? Beauty is considered, well, I don't know, do you agree that beauty is a feminine thing?
Not in this state.
Well, yeah,
So
things have
boys,
changed. Yes, that's true. Good point, Shiny. What do you think, April? Do you think beauty is a feminine thing?
Actually, I think for most women, it is something for for the females, for the women. But nowadays, we know that in the past also men also did something for their beauty.
But they don't
Not
consider it beauty. So what do we
no.
tend to call a man who's very... I mean, you can use the term good looking. Hey, good looking. And you can use that for a woman or a man. But what term we say beautiful, we tend to say beautiful for a woman. Yeah. What do we call a man who's very good looking? Rather than
Handsome?
Handsome, yeah. I can't imagine how my husband would react if somebody walked up to him and said, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I don't think he'd thank them. But if a beautiful woman walked up to him and said, hello, handsome, I'm sure he'd like that. Before he panicked and ran away. Okay. So because of that term beauty being associated with women and female feminine things, then men tend not to want to buy beauty products. So beauty products, and again, tend to be aimed at feminine people, okay? Women and people who feel feminine. Grooming products tend to be aimed at men. Okay, so when I said beauty and grooming, because it contained pictures that can be used by men and women, or just by women, or just by men, or just by feminine people, and just by masculine people, that covered both beauty and grooming. Okay?
But like body milk, for example, is that also a beauty product, Slim?
Well, this is something we can talk about. Yeah. I mean, it can be used on babies, so do we want our babies to be beautiful? Well, I suppose we do, but we wouldn't really be bothered about putting beauty products on them. But we use body lotion, body milk, creams, etc. to keep their skin soft, to keep their skin looking healthy. Again, we're not going to go into the does it work or not realm, because that would be, I don't know, a whole course, I think. We're going to do a very superficial surface look at these things. So if you look at grooming in the dictionary, April, could you read out that text?
Grooming refers to the things that people do to keep themselves clean and make their face, hair, and skin look nice.
Very good. Well done. Yes. So again, it's not specifically a masculine or feminine thing, but it's aimed at men because of the feminine aspect towards beauty products. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I say to my husband, are you going to get your hair done? He says, I don't have my hair done. I have it cut. And it's just because to have your hair done, he doesn't go to the hairdressers, he goes to the barbers. Because hairdressers are traditionally for women, yeah? And barbers are traditionally for men. So women get their hair done and men get their hair cut. Hello, Rima. Nice to see you. Have you got voice, Rima?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Okay, we're talking about, I'll give you the link to the challenge because I don't think you took part in it, but I know you often read them. So maybe you've read this one.
So, Lynn, I can't say, or is it not that that usual to say, I went to let my hair cut.
I went to
I have to
my
say
haircut. To have my haircut.
To have my.
Yeah.
But I can say that word cut for me.
Oh yes, we're not bothered. I can have my hair cut or I can have my hair done. Because we don't always go to the hairdresser to have our hair cut. We might go just to have a wash and blow dry because we're going out that night.
Okay.
That kind of thing. That's having your hair done, which can include cutting. But if you have your hair cut, yes. I mean, I don't think we're as sensitive about these things as men sometimes are. We'll have to... Rima, do you have your hair done or do you have it cut? Or do you cut it yourself?
I missed what did you talk? I let my hair to grow to some extent, and after it I go to my hair my barbers.
Barbers, okay. So you see, you see how careful Rima was not to say hairdresser.
Okay, because I noticed in the chat box.
Yeah, men tend to go to the barbers. With traditionally in the UK, a barber's will have a red and white stripy pole outside. A very old. You can still find them in cities and towns in the UK, and it's because of the blood and bandages. Because barbers used to do surgery. Can you imagine? In the past, there were no people couldn't afford to go to the doctor, so things like tooth extraction, sewing up wounds would be done by the barber. That's why it's got such a masculine kind of reputation, maybe. So, any other questions about that part of the text? So there was a mixture of what we call products. Products. Okay, you have different products. Sometimes at the hairdresser, they might ask you, would you like some product? Any idea what you'd be being offered if somebody said, would you like some product in your hair? Especially you, Rima.
Shampoo.
That's not product, no. Product tends to be something that stays in your hair. So if somebody would say, would you like some product on your hair, they'd probably be offering you gel or
Oh, gel,
hairspray.
yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that shapes your hair. Shampoo.
To make it,
Yeah, carry on.
to make it like fixed one to each other, like hair
Yeah,
to
that's it. To shape it, to form it into, I don't know,
shape it.
spiky or that surfer look everybody likes or liked. I don't know if it's still fashionable or not, but yes, that kind of thing. I'm just trying to see if I've got any shampoo. No.
What about the conditioner, Lynn?
Yeah, that's well, again, is it a wash-in? We tend to talk about shampoo and conditioner. Yeah. As something that you expect at the hairdressers. Sometimes if you go to the hairdressers in the UK, they won't charge you for the shampoo, but they will charge you for the conditioner. Would you like hair treatment? Would you like some conditioner? And that means they'll put another £1 or £2 on your bill, by the way. I warn you now. Find out what's included in the hairdo, in the hairstyle. Hair lotion, yes, that could be a product as well. Hair lotion, hair gel. Yeah. So if you're offered product, it tends to be above the normal, what's expected to be included in the price. Basically, if they're offering you some product, find out what it is and find out how much it will cost you.
Does it exist like hair wax?
Hair wax, yeah, that would be product as well. Now, if you search for hair products, you'll often find hair products for men, hair products for women, and that will include shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, etc. But at the hairdressers, it tends to be, if they offer you some product, then it tends to be that kind of extra shaping, sprayy stuff. Clay. I mean, they've got some weird names for hair products. Clay, balm, pomade. I mean, are we in the 15th century or something?
But is it pomade for your face?
No, this is for hair. This is the beauty industry for you. Okay, wax, gel. Okay.
Nowadays, they charge you also sometimes for washing, for
Yes.
water.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes nowadays in Germany, and I've not seen it in the UK, but I'm sure it must exist. You can go in, you get your hair cut, well, you get it washed, and they cut it, and then they leave you to dry it. They leave you with the hairdryer.
Ah, yes.
I hate that. I hate
Yeah,
that.
otherwise you have to pay more. Yeah.
I didn't know. I went in, and when she handed me the hairdryer, I'm like, well, what am I meant to do with this? I didn't go back. I figured it out eventually. I didn't speak any German at that time, so you can imagine it was quite funny. Now, you mentioned actually Shiny and April. You mentioned that men nowadays they have more of a, well, let's call it a grooming routine rather than a beauty routine. Yeah. So, what would be part of a man's grooming routine?
Shaving,
Yeah.
after shave,
So, shave. So, to shave. What's involved? Let's stick to the shaving aspect. What's involved in shaving?
you mean which products?
What do you think?
Verbs. Verbs, do you mean?
Verbs or
You mean
products? What's involved? What takes place when you
putting
shave?
putting foam before just like rinse your face first, like, and after it put the foam for shaving, and after it using razor, or if raise, or how to say it? Using razor, but which
Okay. Shave. To
shave
shave.
shave
Yeah,
to
you
shave.
shave. So
Okay.
you shave with a razor. Yeah, you shave with a razor. Okay. I think what you meant was rinse your face. So you have to make your face wet first. Yeah, you rinse your face with
Yes,
water. Yeah.
rinse.
Then you apply the shaving foam or the shaving oil. There's shaving oil out there as well. And then you shave with the razor. And after that, what do you do?
I just after it again rinse my face, and I don't use. Some people use like uh,
Aftershave.
aftershave, and I used some very sensitive Nivea. I don't Nivea product, aftershave product, maybe 10 years ago. Like, and they said like for very sensitive skin, but it didn't work for me because actually I like feel like that my uh, it caused me like itching and scratching, because it was like, and I gave up
So, okay, it
of applying.
irritated my skin.
Irritated my
Yeah,
skin. Yeah.
that can involve reddening, itching, as you said, drying out, all that. It irritated my skin. Oh, you've got sensitive skin, Rima.
Yeah, but now actually when I don't know, maybe it's some coincidence, but after not doing like not applying this like after shave, uh, I have no problems, like just rinse my hand. It's actually it's economical.
Yeah, it's much
But
cheaper
yes,
than
I didn't give
aftershave.
up. Yes.
Now,
Yes,
what?
and that's especially very sensitive. They are more expensive than regular ones, like cheaper one. But this
Yeah, I'm
Nivea,
afraid so.
I think so that it was so expensive. But I didn't give up. Give up because of price. I give up because of it was like irritated my skin.
Yeah, that was very sensible, very sensible. Now, a question. I wrote to apply aftershave. We often use this verb to apply. What other things might we apply, do you think?
Where or what? Product or where? Like a place.
You tell me. Just a verb to apply. How would you use that in a sentence, maybe?
To apply to the university.
Okay, that's another meaning of to apply.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can apply for a job. You can apply to a university. Now, if you notice, each of those applies has got a preposition. But just apply.
And different prepositions.
Yeah,
4 and 2.
yeah, I'm afraid so. But to apply, and in the context I used it, to apply aftershave, yeah. Obviously, you're not applying to it, you're not applying for it, you're just applying it. It means to use it, to apply something. You can apply your knowledge.
To apply perfume. Can I say that? To
You can
apply
apply
perfume.
perfume. Yeah, perfume. Perfume. Yep. Apply all sorts of things. Apply deodorant. To apply wax, to apply gel, yeah. This means to put it on yourself or to put it on another person. Okay, shows you that these prepositions, they are really important when that you use them with the right verb. Okay. Now, I thought we could do a little bit of reading. So, April, you were the first one in to speak with me. If you'd like to read this first piece of text.
Okay, thank you. If your morning bathroom routine hasn't evolved beyond shaving with a disposable razor and washing your face with a Grimy bar of soap, it's time you made some modifications to your skincare routine. By stocking up on a few key grooming products and giving yourself an extra minute or two in front of the mirror, you can keep wrinkles, greasy skin, and razor burn at bay. And as an extra bonus, you won't have to feel guilty secretly sneaking with girlfriend's product. Come on, you know you do.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes sneaking my son's products. I sometimes
Exactly, we all do it.
I think, oh, that's it smells so good.
Yeah, these
Especially
body sprays. Yeah. Some of the body sprays, they're
the
so pungent, but they actually smell quite nice and fresh. Okay, couple of little words. First one, grimy. Grimy.
it's grimy.
Yes, grime being... What's another word for grime? If you look about where we are now, we'll come to that in a moment, where we are now, would you think this is grimy? A bit grimy maybe? Where you're sitting? I can see...
Dirty.
Yeah, grimy is another word for dirty. A bit sort of... Ooh, looks... I mean, if you look at the pavement here, you can see... I can see a rather large-looking cigarette butt. I can see lots of chewing gum has stuck to the ground on the pavement. I can see some paint stains that haven't been... And underneath the... beneath the bus stop, you can see lots of bird poo as well. I'd call it pretty grimy. I wouldn't want to eat my dinner off this ground. Would you? Really? So it's grimy. Yeah, dirty. Oh, you can just see a fog. Oh, you'll have to watch the recording, Rima. I'm sorry. If you like, I can share the stream with you, because I am going to ask you where you think we are, and it's going to be a bit difficult if all you can say is fog. By the seaside, because it's foggy. Shall I share the stream so you can have a look? Okay, no problem. I'll see if I can find it first, of course, and without crashing. Okay.
Okay, no problem if it could cause a problem.
No. Well, if I suddenly disappear, you'll know what's happened.
We want you here.
These things do happen. So, okay. All I need to do now is go to videos. I always have to remember how to get to this part, and then I know my channel. Yeah, I'm in my channel. I'm in my videos, and then I need to go to channel home. They never make it particularly easy, you know. These peeps. Yeah, no, that's it. I've got it. Hello.
Sorry then, but how do they like in first sentence? Do they say? I suppose they say like to that they like wanted to say like because of this modification that that person used did use like disposable razor and this grimy grimy bar of soap, like they used it, and so now it's time to change the habit,
Yes,
to
I
break
mean
the habit.
it's a bit.
But how they sorry, because I don't know how they express, because routine hasn't evolved. What's the key word here? I but how did they make it, like with beyond, or what's like
Well,
I from
hasn't
the
if
context
you're
conclude.
okay, if you think about how men used to get ready for work, for example, yeah, splash some water on the face, shave with a blade, a sharp blade, quite often a real blade, like a knife. Maybe without even shaving foam, they'd use just normal soap, yeah? So very
Okay,
quick,
but
very rough and ready, if you like. Not much in the way of,
yeah.
yeah. And now it's
But what's the word? Word like beyond?
beyond,
Like
to evolve
what's
beyond something, to move
to,
past it. So to evolve beyond something.
like stay the same? That's
No,
mean
no,
like
to change. When we
hasn't
evolve, we
if you're more
improve. Yeah? So,
oh yes, he hasn't evolved beyond. Okay, so it didn't change. Okay.
okay, to go beyond. Okay, so for example, in education, I like to think we've evolved beyond the classroom. Okay, many places haven't yet, but they need to. We've evolved. We've now got the internet. We've now got all this technology we can use to evolve beyond the classroom, to change and to improve things. So it's saying, if you're still stuck in this old way of grooming, then you need to change. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Then
Okay.
that
I've
was
just
my
given you the
doubt.
stream
Thank
link,
you.
so you should be able to
And
see where we
the
are.
link. Okay,
Okay, I'll
great.
close it down so I don't push myself. Any other questions about the text? So grimy we did, yeah? And then the other one, April, it begins with Z, zits, zits. Do you know what a zit is? Have you ever had a zit?
Z is in my word, in my language, is seed. So,
Okay. Have you ever had a zit on your face?
when I was young, yes. Oh, this terrible. I just said yesterday when I look at myself in the mirror, I think, oh, actually, you have a beautiful, a nicely face, skin face, because there
Okay,
is
you have
nothing
nice
there.
skin. Okay, you have
Nice
nice
skin.
skin. Skin on your face, that would imply you've got somebody else's skin on your face, which you wouldn't want. So you have nice skin. The skin belongs to you. It's part of your body. Okay. It's like saying you've got a nice hand on your hand. No, you've got nice hands. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Sometimes you're obviously aging well, April. No wrinkles. No wrinkles.
No,
Wow.
no. Only I
Crow's feet.
crow's feet.
Yes, crow's feet.
Yeah, crow's feet. Yes.
Yeah, crow's feet are the wrinkles around your eyes. It's nicer to call them actually laughter lines. Okay, and then the other one which you get a smiley for was bay. Yes.
At
To
bay.
keep razor burn at bay, to prevent razor burn. Yeah, keep it at bay, prevent it. If you keep something at bay, can you think of anything else you might keep at bay?
Keep that growling dog at bay.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a dangerous, growling, snarling dog, you want to keep it at bay, keep it away. Okay, but you can
Yelping.
keep something at bay. You can try to keep it away from you to prevent the problems. A lot of people try to keep age at bay, and they buy these products because they think it will help to keep age at bay, to control it, okay? Because it seems as harmful or as unpleasant, okay? And of course, razor burn. I mean, I don't know. Rima, have you ever had razor burn?
Actually, that was my question.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Is it just a regular razor or it's like electrical razor? What is, or maybe something else? What
I
is?
didn't catch that
Was
second
it
part of your question. It
a
just
razor burn? Is it like just a regular razor or what is it?
no. It's a product. It's a nasty effect of shaving without using any anything to protect your face. So if you imagine
Or like
Rima
when you to
shave,
cut?
not no, that's a razor cut. That's a cut. No, razor
Okay.
burn is if you shave and you don't put enough foam on your face, shaving foam on your face, and then you catch the bristles, because on your chin and your upper lip, we call them bristles, you catch the bristles without any water or any shaving foam, then it can cause this, like, it's like burning, scratching sensation. Not a cut, but it makes your skin red and sore, and we call that razor burn. I'm wondering if I can find an image of razor burn.
Oh yes, but as I said, it was like before when I used this like this aftershave, but not actually. Sometimes it's like you know that I said it many times that my parents have a shop, so it's like I can't go downstairs to pick up to buy one. But sometimes it happens when I go to sleep, and I notice. So, for instance, I notice in my that in the bottle there is no any foam anymore. So like I just improvise it a little bit, and nothing happened. It probably something that with this like aftershave, it was like what caused me like this what irritated my skin, but I did notice maybe just if I'm in a hurry, so I can't do this like razor cut, but not this razor burn.
I'm just showing on the stream from Grooming Essentials blog what razor burn can look like. It looks like a rash. It looks like a nasty rash, and it's caused usually by shaving without providing any lubricant on your face. So you literally you're almost pulling the hairs out instead of shaving them off. Very painful. And you don't want to put aftershave on razor burn because it hurts. Not that I know personally, but my nephew, when he first started shaving, went through many of these issues, I'm afraid. Many a scream coming from the bathroom. Okay, any questions about the text that April just read?
About grimy lint, that it comes from the verb to grime, but what is then the verb for the clown, for example, who
to grime?
A clown? Yeah? No?
I don't really use, well, no, I don't use that as a verb. I mean, it is a verb, but I would never say I grimed something. No. It is grimy. I would say that's a very unusual way of using it as a verb. To dirty something, maybe, but I'd never say I grimed the mirror. No, the mirror was grimy. It was begrimed, but not, I splashed the mirror. I made the mirror dirty. I fogged up the mirror. I'd never say to grime, honestly. So what was your other part of the question, April? You just shocked me with that, to grime.
I was thinking of a clown, that a clown has to give some makeup on their face.
Yeah.
So, and what we call it a grimmer? A grimmer? So, or for example, children also, in a kind of fancy fair, for example, they can sometimes let their have their faces
We call that face painting.
just face painted, no grime.
No. I mean, there is the word grimace. To grimace, that means to pull a face, but that's nothing to do with grime. And clowns just have makeup on. We call it clown's makeup, yeah, but clown makeup or clown's makeup. But no, I've never heard anything to do with grime, whether that's maybe something that you might use if you were a clown, but I've never heard it, okay? And the only things I can find out clown grime is in Dutch. So okay.
Or in the theater, for example, it doesn't have any link with
Theatre
grime.
makeup.
It's on the makeup.
Yep,
Okay.
theatre makeup artist, theatre makeup.
Okay.
Theatrical makeup, professional makeup, stage makeup, but not grime, no. Okay, interesting. I didn't know
Okay,
that had
thank
that association.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe in France also.
Possibly. We'll need to ask some, maybe. Okay, so Shiny, if you would like to read the next bit.
If stress, sweat, the weather, whatever makes your skin freak out, this gentle cleanser contains zit-zapping, salicylic, and that penetrates the pores, which helps banish existing eruptions and prevent future flare-ups.
Very good, well done. Sorry about the salicylic acid. That's mean, isn't it? But it's an ingredient. It's an ingredient of this particular product. Well, we won't name the product, but you'll often find. I don't know if you've ever read the label on beauty products. Have you? Have you read the label recently on your shampoo, your conditioner, your shaving foam? Yeah, it's full of words like that. Absolutely. They want to make it sound scientific, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it must work. It's got salicylic acid in it. Ooh. Okay, and the other one is, we do say to clean, but this is a cleanser. To cleanse. Okay. So try it, cleanser. Shiny? Cleanser.
Cleanser.
Yeah. Well
Cleanser.
done. That's it. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, Rima. Any questions? Let's not scoot on too quickly.
What
You
is
like that
flare-ups?
flare-ups.
Yeah.
Flare-ups of spots. When teenagers... Do you know what we call spots when teenagers get a lot of spots on their face? Particularly young people. It can happen to older people, but when there's a lot of spots on your face, do you know what we call it?
Acne.
Acne.
Acne. Oh.
Yeah, acne. So if you
Do you
get
say
Sorry, Shiny?
Do you say pimple?
Pimples, yep. Pimples, spots, zits. Yeah. All the horrible things that make your teenage years a misery. And you can still end up getting pimples, especially just before job interviews or just before the first date with somebody. You're bound to get a big red pimple on your nose.
Oh, no.
Right on the end of your nose.
Luckily, I haven't had.
Ooh, touch wood when you say that. I've never had.
I never. Okay, to abbreviate. Yes, I never had it, and because my father and my mother um, also, I think that is something like my brother also doesn't have any like pimples,
Very, very lucky.
acnes.
Because it's nothing to
Yeah.
do with being dirty or being clean or what products. It's just genetic, and you know, if you get it, you get it. And there's not a lot, but a lot of money is spent on trying to get rid of it. And yeah, some products work. They strip your skin away, but they do work. And millions is spent on acne treatments, because it's just so awful at that time of your life when you're at your most sensitive, and then you get this eruption. So when it flares up, April, it literally erupts out of your face like a volcanic flare up.
Oh, we call like when some person has like these like craters
Yep.
in on his face or her face, like, but it's usually I didn't
Yes,
notice
it can
that
leave acne scars. Acne scars.
acne scar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you can see somebody had bad acne as a child and they've got a pitted skin. But no, I'm talking about at the time. If you have a flare up, it means it gets particularly worse. Okay. Yeah, many people do, Shiny. It's just one of those things. It's, you know, life writing on you. And there's so many myths about acne as well. And yeah, eating chocolate will make your acne flare up. No, not true. Um,
or not
Washing
skin.
your face with vinegar will make it go. No, not true. And millions are spent every year buying products and developing products to cure acne, or to prevent acne, or to clear acne, to clear it up. But yeah, Clearasil, yes, absolutely, Clearasil. Yeah, but that's just their own insecurities coming out, Shiny. They're kind of going, I don't think they were laughing at you. I think they're laughing at the fact that, oh, thank goodness it's not me. It's your cross to bear, I'm afraid. We're very cruel when it comes to anything that makes us stand out or look different, I'm afraid. But there are people with far worse things in life, so it's best to just accept it. And that it's their problem, not yours. But of course, when you're younger, you don't have the wherewithal to cope with such things. Okay, Rima, would you like to read next?
Uh, uh, wake up.
Wake up,
Can you
yes.
hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wake up and wash. This every day. Oh, uh, this every day.
Cleanser.
Yes. Cleanser contains a mineral complex of calcium, magnesium, and potassium, plus soothing botanical extracts that hydrate while it purges the grime from your face.
Don't you love the language they use? Okay,
And
first of
you
all,
got
very important, nothing to do with potatoes. Potassium. Potassium.
that's
Yeah,
potassium.
potassium. Yeah. And purges. To purge. Purges. That's it.
Purges.
Purges. Yeah, normally with the GES ending, you will pronounce the E, like oranges. Yeah, rages, purges. So it's GES. You voice the E. So I love the way they mix up science. So you've got calcium, magnesium and potassium, and then botanical extracts. It's all nice and natural. It's it's like spreading flowers on your face. And everybody knows what to hydrate means in this context. To hydrate your skin.
Like to regenerate it.
In what way? Think about Hydra.
Like water, like maybe
Yeah,
to
that's it.
refresh.
Yeah,
Like,
to moisturize your skin. But they don't use the word moisturize on male products because moisturizer has got this female link to it. Women use moisturizers. Men hydrate. Yes, exactly, Shiny. To moisturize dry skin. To make dry skin not wet, but hydrated. Moisturized for women, hydrated for men. Okay? Any questions? Okay,
like this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Like this product doing two things simultaneously, like.
It's claiming to, yes. I mean, be careful of the verb to do. A lot of these products make claims, yeah. But honestly, some water and a bit of soap would do exactly the same thing.
But did they mention? Did they have I arrived late? Did they mention what the product is, the name?
No, I'm not mentioning the
build it?
product names because I don't want to
Oh,
advertise
okay.
them. Yeah, these are just some of the things that they're
Okay.
claiming on these different products. Okay.
I mentioned LOreal. Why did you? Don't. Why didn't you warn me?
It's okay. Yeah, and April's already mentioned Yves Rocher as well, L'Oreal, all of these products, all of these manufacturers. They exist. We know who they are. But they make some crazy claims for their products. And nowadays, I love the words they use for men because, as I say, hydrate, grime. They wouldn't use grime for women. They'd say removes any dirt. They wouldn't say removes grime. It's this different language used for masculine and feminine products. Really, it's amazing. A whole industry built around figuring out how to attract men towards these products. So, April, are you ready to read again? You'll like this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe they'll send us some. Yeah, we'd send us some freebies. Some freebies. I think we'd have to have a larger audience before we'll attract that kind of offer, sadly. And then we'd have to announce it on this video has been sponsored by makeup product of the year, blah blah. Okay, April, here's your text. I love this text.
Okay, this Packer protector contains the ingredients you want and lacks the fragrance and dyes you don't. Broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen shields. Sunscreen shields your skin from the sun's harmful rays, and antioxidants and emollients revive chapped or windburned lips. It comes in 5 different flavors to suit your taste too. Okay, the strawberry one, I think, from the for the lips.
Oh no, these don't come in strawberry. Now why? There's 5 flavors. I was going to ask you this. Let me just get fragrances out of the way first. So it's a fragrance, not fragrance, and fragrances because it's plural. Okay, try it.
Fragrances.
That's it. Now it mentions 5 fragrances, 5 different flavors. Sorry, flavors. Now remember, these products are being aimed at men, so why wouldn't strawberry be one of the product flavors? What's wrong with strawberry? Do you eat strawberries, Rima? Do you like strawberries?
Do I eat?
Do you like them?
Yes, I like to eat.
Yeah.
I like to eat.
You like the taste, yeah? So
The
why
taste,
wouldn't
yes.
they provide men with strawberry flavour? Men like strawberries. My hubby loves strawberries. What's wrong with strawberries, do you think? No? Would you buy a strawberry flavoured lip balm, Rima?
When as I said, for the lips protection, when
Yeah,
they
to
are
protect your
affected.
lips from the cold, from snow, from the heat, from sun. Stop them drying out. Too girly. Thank you, Shiny. Yeah, strawberries.
But
Yes,
maybe
yes.
it gives the red color, Lynn.
Well, there's
No?
not necessarily. You don't have
Yeah,
to put a
yeah.
colouring in, a dye in, but
But yes, it is like I didn't, maybe I just didn't notice. But here, like, if they do like a camouflage, if they put like a blue color cover on this, like April said, like to blue on that strawberry, maybe because it's like as Shiny also said, too girly, like because of color. Because I don't know why, as you said, Lynn, also your hubby likes eating strawberry, likes the taste. I know that a lot of men like eating strawberries, and I don't know, taste is really good. So maybe it's like just
yeah,
because
maybe
they're
it's that
packed in the
pink girly colour we associate
girly
with
color.
strawberries.
Here is like this color is girly color, like
Yeah.
red and
Yeah, red, pink, that kind of colour. Just trying to think what it's called. There is a product. There is a sort of like a series of toys that came out a while ago, and I'm trying to think what they called it. It was strawberry something, like a biscuit, but it wasn't a biscuit. Just trying to think. Strawberries and cream, it wasn't that. Oh yeah, that's it. I think it was strawberry shortcake. And it was a strawberry there you go. This might be why they don't try to get it. Oh, I can't share that, that's too long. Hang on. So okay, this I'm going to share on here. This was a doll called Strawberry Shortcake, and obviously aimed at girls. Strawberries all over her, pink and very girly. So it's not aimed at men. Well done, Shiny. Too girly. So what flavours do you think they'll have aimed at men? What flavours do you think this lip balm might come in? Any ideas? What flavours might attract men? Whiskey. I don't think they thought of that one. I like it. That's not one of them, but I think it should be. Whiskey flavoured lip balm. Guinness. Oh my goodness, you're a boozy lot. No, not yet. There's no alcohol involved, okay? They are fruits and flavourings, but...
mint,
coconut,
maybe.
maybe.
Mint,
Coconut.
yeah.
Mint?
Mint,
Yeah.
yeah. Natural mint is one, yeah. So that's one. 4 more to go. Any other ideas?
Pineapples.
No, no pineapple. Think citrus. Yeah, think citrus. What's a citrus fruit? Lemon. Not lemon, lemon. Yeah, lemon is one. So I've got 3 more to go. You might have been thinking of lime. Lime is the green citrus fruit, and lemon is the yellow citrus fruit. Another citrus fruit as well. But so far we've got mint,
Grapefruit.
lemon, grapefruit. Well
Grapefruit.
done. Yeah. My husband would never wear. Oh God, he'd never use that. He hates grapefruits. He can't stand them. So grapefruit, lemon, mint. 2 more.
Cucumber.
It's a good one, actually. That would be nice
Oh,
and
yeah?
refreshing. Yeah, but no, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's refreshing.
Think about something you might put in cake to give it a flavour. Something
Coconut.
You put in puddings. Not coconut, no. Although again, that would be quite a nice neutral, because a lot of women wear coconut stuff, but I can't see why men wouldn't.
Grape.
Not grape.
Grape.
No, no. You don't put grape in cake, do you? Do you do grape cake?
But dry grape.
Not
But
apple,
is
but
that-
again, apple would be a good one. Not dried, not raisins or currants. No, no. I think we'll go through. I think it will take too long because we're going to run out of time. Vanilla.
Nuts.
Vanilla. Nuts. Yeah, why not? Again,
Hazelnut.
yeah, no, there's no real.
I like it.
There's no real association with nuts as being girly or particularly masculine, so I think that would be nice and neutral. But vanilla, and the last one you'll never guess was black tea, believe it or not. Black tea. Ice cream flavoured lip balm, yeah. I'm sure it exists, Shiny. I'm sure if you were to check, it would exist. Okay.
Why not
If I
green
live
tea?
9 lives.
It must be, green tea must be more
Girly.
reasonable, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a product manager, but that's what they came up with. In fact, they take it a bit further. So the natural mint is actually natural mint and shea butter, the black tea and blackberry, lemon and chamomile, grapefruit and ginger, and vanilla and, of all things, lavender. I would have thought that would smell too much like your granny's knicker drawer, to be honest, but there you go. That's what they offered the men. Okay. They mentioned SPF. No, exactly, Rima. And a lot of women's products and men's products nowadays, they offer sun protection factor. Yeah? So you'll find it actually in the labelling, SPF 15, SPF 30, SPF 50. Not sound, sun.
Oh, why Kitely doesn't possess editing, but
It's all right. It's soon gone. Okay, so let's just do another one with Shiny. Shiny, if you'd like to read that one out.
Throw off pore clogging, dead skin cells, and smooth skin for clear complexion and closer shape. The caffeine, menthol, and citrus extracts perk you up on those mornings when the party raged into the early hours.
Very good. Well done. Perfect. Just a little bit on caffeine, not caffeine, just caffeine. Imagine putting caffeine in a product for your face. Might as well just wash your face in your, I don't know, your coffee grounds after you've had your coffee in the morning. So here we got a clear complexion. So what is a clear complexion? Bumblebes clattering about, so a clear complexion. Not colour, no. What is your complexion? Let's start with that then. We've all got a complexion. Yeah, your skin, but it's the appearance of your skin. Okay. So you can have a ruddy complexion, you can have a pale complexion, so that can mean an amount of colour in your skin, but a clear complexion just means no spots, that's it, no freckles. You know what freckles are? Maybe a tanned complexion, yeah. Freckles?
Wrinkles is something what is characteristic. Is it characteristic for Britain, for British people?
Not necessarily. A lot of people talk
Because
about yeah, a lot of people talk about the British complexion being peaches and cream. But yes, if you have fair skin, especially if you're a redhead, you're likely to have freckles. I get freckles in the summer over my nose. But not like Pippi Longstocking or but peaches and cream they often talk about in the UK for a clear complexion. I like.
Is that
freckles.
also for the old age, Lynn? The spot that you get when you become older, like me?
In what way do you mean?
The freckles. We call that also freckles,
No,
or is that only for?
they're
No.
liver spots. Freckles are cute. Liver spots mean you're on your way out. Okay, if you look it up, you'll find liver spots. They're a sign of aging. Actually, a sign of sun damage and your skin not regenerating anymore. So, bad news.
But what's the difference? How do you, as now April remind me of something? I noticed that some people, because in Serbia, I maybe some in rare, but usually I didn't notice many like young people to have like freckles like, but actually like April said, I noticed maybe to some older people like when they come to some age, I don't know why it's maybe some appear some. Is it like the liver spots? But how to distinguish them from the freckles? Because
It's basically the size, the position on the face. I mean, it's like spotting the difference between a freckle and a malignant tumour, isn't it? Like a melanoma or something. It's is it a freckle or is it cancer? It's like you'd have to go and but generally freckles appear on the face and they're small, light brown, and age spots can be all over the body. They tend to be bigger and darker, or liver spots. Okay, and yeah.
but not like maybe here is like this. I don't know what April maybe she thought about. I noticed that older people here not on their faces, just maybe on their arms or
Hands
Yeah,
and
they're liver spots.
arms.
yeah,
Age
on their hair.
spots, age spots, liver spots. Yeah.
But
Then you
they are
also
similar in
have,
appearance.
but then you
Freckles.
can also have moles. Not the little creatures that live underground, but larger individual spots on your skin with the slightly raised. They're moles. Okay.
Yes, but they are like they can like moles. I have like a mole on my face, and it's not so small. Like
No, exactly.
it's
They
not
tend to be
so,
larger,
so
more
big, but
raised, and they're darker.
yeah,
They're not
yeah,
liver spots. I mean, it's a good
and they
question.
are.
It's a good question, but it's to do with basically the size, the darkness, and where on the body they appear as to whether you'd say it's a liver spot or a freckle. Okay.
And moles can be like everyone has to take care about them
You
because
do
they're
indeed.
good. Oh yeah,
Any change in the appearance of your skin, you should be
yeah, yeah.
you should be skin aware. You should know, what bits of your skin have got what on them, and go for regular, especially if you live in a hot country, like in Australia especially. They have to be super careful. But I mean, they can all change in appearance. They're all different sizes and different colours. But yeah, you can decide on your age whether it's... You just call them freckles if you want to. I haven't got liver spots, I've got freckles.
But I have like, believe me or not, my father like used one. I don't know from whom he heard about this, like, but I don't know where he bought it, like aloe vera,
Oh, yes.
like a plant,
Yep,
and
it is a
he
plant.
yes, and he like put it on. Suddenly, one mole appear on above his ear, and like it started growing, like it like became bigger in radius. So like he went to doctor, and doctor like prescribed to him something, and didn't work. So he did it by himself, like heard that story, and put it like squeeze like aloe, and that juice he put on this like mole, and after some time this mole disappeared. Believe me or not. Yeah.
Wow, okay, good for him. Well, hopefully it'll stay away as well. But at
Yeah.
least he went to the doctor. That's good news, because a lot of men, they tend not to.
Yeah, but he went. Yes, he went. But
Yeah, good,
actually,
good.
and so some people just like it's not like, especially with it moles, like if they're start bleeding or something, like it's first sign to go to doctor, because it could be like maybe not immediately, but it happens sometimes that some people um, probably because of it of this, like because they hurt these moles, and they didn't maybe they
Yeah.
like
Well, you need to check it's not malignant, which is when it's cancerous. Okay. You bought aloe juice without sugar, and it tastes not good. You could say it didn't taste good, or it doesn't taste good. I've never drunk it, I have to say. I don't think I would, but I have used it on sunburn. It's very good against sunburn. It's very good to soothe the skin. Anyway, talking of soothing skin, um, has anybody guessed where we are looking at the picture? Do you know where we are?
In front of Boots.
Yeah, we're opposite Boots. We're not in front of Boots.
Opposite.
Yeah, we're opposite
Okay.
Boots. Boots the chemist. So we could go in there and buy all these products there, I'm sure. And which Boots? Because Boots is an international chain. There are lots of them. Where do you think we might be in respect to what country, what city? Any ideas? No?
can be in Belgrade.
No.
No, it's
It's
not.
all in English
It's
around here,
not.
if you look.
No.
Everything's
No.
in English. Lloyd's Bank, Bon Marché. We could be in France, but we're not. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything on the... No, there's nothing really to give you a clue. Let's have a look at the bus in the distance. Oh, that's not going to help you either. Okay, I'll put you out of your misery. We're in Nottingham. In my
Oh,
stomping
Nick, that's your
ground.
place.
Okay, so you get off at this bus stop, okay? Number 11 bus. And that's Victoria Centre. We're opposite Victoria Centre. That's the big shopping centre in Nottingham. And it's a very large Boots. It's like 3 floors of chemist stuff, beauty products, grooming products, everything you might want. And if Boots are watching this and they want to send me a big parcel, please feel free to do so. Okay, so on that note, I will love you and leave you. TGIF in Discord, remember, in 20 minutes or so. So maybe see you there. I'm sure we'll be talking about karaoke, which reminds me, April, karaoke on Monday evening. I can't remember. Are you free Monday evening?
No, not at that hour.
Curses. 7 o'clock, yeah? Oh, well, never mind. Next time, maybe. Okay. It's just, it has to be a bit later this week because I've got German literally up until 7 o'clock. I will be in my German lesson. So, yeah, I've got to make it a bit later. Okay. Shiny, are you going to come to karaoke on Monday? Monday evening? Not in the calendar? Rima's already chosen his song.
Is it at midnight in my time?
I don't know. 7 o'clock my time. So before Natasha's session. Okay. But after Marian's session.
Midnight. Midnight.
Midnight, okay, maybe not then. But anyway, I didn't want you to miss out or think you'd missed out. Okay. As I say, it won't be on the calendar, so this is going by word of mouth only. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, thanks for coming and thanks for taking part. I hope you learned a little bit more about this grooming and beauty products. And I thought it would be fair on the guys to make it more about their products, because ladies have, usually we have it more, we talk about a lot more sort of vocabulary that's to do with ladies. So that was just for you today, Rima. Okay. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
You too, Shiny.
You,
too.
bye.
If I don't see you later, then have
Thank
a
you,
nice weekend.
Lynn.
You're welcome, April. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.